Snow swirled around the abandoned bus stop, cutting through the night like icy knives. Callista Bryn Arden clutched baby Juniper closer. Her thin coat offered almost no protection against the winter wind. "Please stop crying, sweet girl," she whispered. Juniper's tiny fingers were ice cold now. The last bus had departed an hour ago, leaving the streets eerily silent. Thatcher Lennox Vale's Mercedes approached slowly, headlights piercing the blizzard. The 32-year-old CEO noticed movement, a young woman shivering desperately, holding a tiny bundle. He pulled over without hesitation. His window rolled down against the biting wind. "Miss, are you waiting for someone special?" Callista lifted tired brown eyes to meet his. "The buses, they stopped running for tonight already," she admitted, her voice trembling. "Come with me," Thatcher said gently. "You and your baby need warmth." She hesitated, memories of her mother's warnings echoing in her mind. But Juniper's tiny fingers pierced through doubt. "Thank you for your unexpected kindness, sir," she whispered. Inside the warm car, Callista shared her story quietly. Her husband Orion had died overseas. The hospital had cut back her shifts, leaving her exhausted. Tonight, she had worked a double. "I walked to save bus fare," she admitted. "Juniper needs formula, more than anything." Thatcher's heart ached hearing her bravery. His own loneliness suddenly felt insignificant. "Where do you live?" he asked softly. "Maple Street, near the old church," she replied, her voice steady despite the chill. Arriving at her apartment, Thatcher's heart sank. Broken heating, drafty windows, and the cold seeping through. Juniper whimpered again. "This cannot be safe," he said sincerely. "My guest house is empty. Warm rooms, hot water, everything you need." Callista shook her head firmly. "I cannot accept such generous charity." "It's not charity," he insisted. "It's human decency." Over the next 3 months, life began to change. Callista excelled at the hospital, gaining recognition. Thatcher discovered purpose beyond profits, finding fulfillment in care, connection, and responsibility. One evening, his friend Seren visited. "You've changed completely," she observed. "Callista and Juniper brought light here," he admitted. "They made this house a home." Callista overheard from the kitchen doorway, her heart swelling with gratitude. After Orion's death, she had forgotten what it meant to feel safe. Her sister Alicia visited every weekend. "You smile again, Callie," she said, "like before Orion left us forever." But life tested them. Callista received a prestigious job offer in another city, with higher pay and security, but it meant leaving Thatcher and Juniper behind. She felt torn. Thatcher noticed her inner struggle and said softly, "Whatever you choose, I'll support you." That night, Callista cried in his arms, realizing that love sometimes means embracing vulnerability, letting go of fear and pride. The next morning, she made her choice, to stay. Not just for Juniper, but for herself, choosing hope, family, and love. Thatcher's relief was palpable. For the first time, he felt truly home. Small joys followed. Juniper took her first steps. Callista earned a promotion. Neighbor Tamsin celebrated with them. Quiet evenings filled with laughter, warmth, and small miracles. 1 year later, snow coated the streets like that first night. Juniper played in Thatcher's arms, wobbling between him and Callista. "Remember that cold night?" he asked. "When you said, 'Come with me'?" she whispered, smiling through tears. "Yes," he replied, pressing a gentle kiss to her forehead. Sometimes strangers become family. Sometimes kindness rewrites lives. Callista looked at Juniper, feeling Orion's presence in the warmth surrounding them. "He would have loved this," she murmured. "Happiness, warmth, hope." As snow swirled around them, their once fractured lives were woven together with trust, courage, and human decency, proving that even in the coldest nights, kindness can light the way.